Good evening, folks. It's 2101 on April Fool's Day, the 1st of April, 2025. I think it gets its name because it used to be the New Year's Day on a 13th month calendar. And so don't be fooled. So anyways, this is no fooling around right here. I'm looking at a bit of a square form to this. It's just one of the first sunlight images I have of the various temperatures of the clouds, but actually shows reflectivity a bit from some of the shadows on the top of some of these clouds, where you can see some of the bomb formations like this here, which is what I often do. I'll go in and look, is it a supercell? Is it natural? Can I explain the dynamics in the top of the cloud naturally? And I've not been able to do that. I can tell you this is a chembem right there. Oh, I did not want that color. Hey, hi. Let's go with the purple noiple. But in the center of this here, dot there. It might be a little thick. There we go. Yeah. So that's a chembom formation, as you can see. You just draw the spokes on a wheel. And as you look around the cloud top, you see lots of very obvious chembominations here. Like that there. There's different type formation. That one there's a square, right, with a diamond in it, like this. See that there? That one there is a circle with a spokes. And each one of these, as it spins, will have different dynamics of creating different lifts and things as well. Yeah, that's just not a little cumulus cloud there. Accumulated chem. Something came along in a line here and deployed, I'd say. Very evenly spaced there. Very evenly spaced. Yep, from the look in this one here, it's very Eucharistic, isn't it? Where you got the circle with that in it right there. See that? And this is just one way you have to do things to satisfy me. That you're trying to tell me something's natural, and even right there you'll see another one of those Eucharistic looking clouds. Yeah, I don't know other way to put it, because that's what it looks like. The circle bread. Yeah, but another thing I also notice is it's very square form, this particular mass of crap that's going over New Zealand. If I go back a little bit more, I can get their whole country, because man, they're about to cop it. They're copping it big. There's going to be some fair totals coming across the North Island as well, but it's nothing like they're going to get over Nelson, Richmond, Collingwood, and that area there, and along Arthur's Pass, and right here where the hand is moving here. It's going to get quite bad over the next about 72 hours. But most of it will go through in about 56 hours, roughly. 56, 57. See the straight lines? See the straight lines? Those are beams, man. Beam swaths causing outflow boundaries. Yep. Mighty square looking, man. These ain't round circulations, are we? See the steps? I keep showing you this move. How they move water. It's going on the low deck. Where's the other side? Here. And it shows you where they're going to move water in towards this, or flow, to bump that one, to bring that around. So they're really, what is this in the center here? That's geoengineering, folks. That's not cloud seeding, that's cloud creation, and there's a big difference. Big difference. A lot of camera off your coast here, but I got better shots of that on the sat view. But you can see the sickness mix. That's almost like inverted mammatus. Arthur's Pass. Yeah. You shall not pass. Yeah, this is some bad totals coming. I'm just going to go right to it. There's no way to candy coat a turd, and I've never been one to do it. Right as you're getting there towards the 400 mil mark, a quarter of a meter for Nelson and the Rangers down here, to be expected. And it's to be expected fairly fast. Most of the mapping I see has it coming in and out fairly quickly. Yeah, Access seems to have a fairer grasp of this situation. fairer grasp. So this valley here is getting it. It's eminent. There's that half meter I was calling out the other day. And as we get in a little bit longer time period, the entire spine here is absolutely lit up with the rains. I think it's going to go a little bit further towards the west in this line. That's what the EMF is telling me. So you gotta have to be prepared through here. You know, you're going to button down the hatches, button up your coats, as it's going to start getting chilly after that. Yeah, there's a lot of rain coming quick. You poor folks. So we'll roll through the forecast part of this now. I just wanted to get that part out of the way. Yeah, worst case scenarios. It's a very bad situation unfolding for you guys, and my heart's going out to you. From the Penis Insula all the way, there's going to be some big winds involved with this as well. You know, 30, 40 mile an hour sustained winds along the coast, I'm expecting. You know, so you don't want to be on this side of this island near Penzance Bay. You want your walking back in here, somewhere back near Picton. You may be getting heavy rains, but you might not get the same dynamics of the wind. Yeah, you want to be on this side. Blenheim. Blenheim Blasters are going to be very busy controlling the flow of this storm. Hey, so I'm going to zoom out now, and then I'm going to have to go up here and say, yeah, I'm not happy to show you this either. Yeah, the continuing wetnesses of Queensland is going on and 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 a bam, 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 and more blasting that you've got today actually aimed a whole lot of stuff. Mount Isa and Hewenden were very, very active in the next rad department. Am I rolling? Yes, no blue sky in Chucha. Choo-choo, Charlie came and bomb engineered. They sprayed your ass like bugs in the air. It's clear. Look at the sky and open up your eyes. If they don't burn from the air, all the acids in it. Okay, I'm just going to roll this through now because I don't even know where to start. So, as I've got a lot of data up here, believe it or not, in just those 4 screens. This is windy.com. This is, it's come to my attention. Somebody was trying to figure out my tabs. So it's just easier if I just give them to you. So there's that. That's Mimic. I learn to use it. This is this is SatView. Learn to use it. Yeah, learn to use it or pay attention. And over time, I do go over these things. Here's just take a moment to give some. Here's your worldview. Well, how much more do you want? It wasn't showing much of us yet. It did show that anomaly out in the middle of the Atlantic, which I can totally blame on an EMF blast hitting it. It was a blown out area. I know you saw me show a picture of it. They've introduced bills in 25 states, not 31, to try to end geoengineering of all kinds. That's not going to load. Oh, yes, it did. That was just over here. Look at this. Just blow it out. That is the weirdest anomaly I've ever seen. It's like Pac-Man's having a big Ken sandwich there. Waka, 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 waka. Strange, isn't it? But if you look in the center, you see that scalar square look to things. So you know they've done a big pop. And so they must be engineering up a big storm for them out there. You know. Oh, look at all the chemtrails across the United States here. Don't you tell me they ended geoengineering in the United States. I see it plain as day. People telling lies. See the chemtrail here? Chemtrail, chemtrail, chemtrail. Bzzz, the fryers on there too. The fryers. Oh yeah, you can't tell me they ended chemtrails in the United States. Get the fuck out of here. It's just as much of a problem. I don't like lies, right? I want this to end as much as anybody, but if I'm going to lie about it to make people not fight the fact that over here at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where they claim to have their first flight, they get sprayed like bugs, fried like bugs, and they're owning the weather with the very jet plane they were supposed to be touristing around in. Look at this big belt of crap here going over. This is probably Fort Bragg, Camp Lejeune. Yeah, over our soldiers. They have no respect, corporation, for your children. They just want you to volunteer. So anyways, I'm going to run this through. I'm going to give you access. So this is now. This is right now. It's a fair low pressure. Yes, Queensland, I'll get to you in a separate role. I want Tassie on here. My pressures are on. Current winds getting ready to bash the coast are over 40 miles an hour. Some of them are a little bit higher. See that 45 and 50 popping up? That's not the gusts either. That's just the wind. So I'm going to roll the wind first because it's going to be a big factor over the land here. As it squeezes through some of your hills and mountain areas and passes, it's going to increase its wind velocity. So you have to watch yourself. It'll be a really dangerous time to be out there on that glacier hiking around, but you know, idiots will do stupid things. Ooh, that's a smack on the Southland. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the island, opening up that gap a little bit in the mantle there were about 5 pieces of crust meat. There's a fault there off the coastal walls. So I'm expecting a little bit of action over there, increased earthquake risk. Backside slide of, they're finally going to open up Cooks for the flow. And that's a bash of wind over there, Kaikara. But you'll have some good surfing along there. But boy, would that water be cold. I'll be taking no chances, risking no health workers. A great result for this storm is for me to hear every emergency worker is still alive after, that is alive right now is in the sound of my voice. That's right. That make me feel really good. And that would be a good result. Yeah, Richmond, lost you, man. You guys are going to get it, and the winds are going to be very high, very high. Yeah. Watch yourself, because some of them houses, man, they ain't built the best. They're very drafty. Yeah, I've been there. Temperature. Ooh, a little bit nipply, a little bit nipply. The nippliness is just coming. I had to see what kind of temperatures is feeding this tropical air that's coming down. And it's going to be quite volatile. I wanted to see your gusts. Yeah, that's my concern. Right in the town itself. Right along where that factory is. Because it seems to be going butt up against the mountains and Pissant Bay over there. Pissant Bay. It's going to move through fair quick, okay? So watch yourself in them winds on both islands, okay? Did you hear what I just said? Both islands? Yeah, getting your Arks South Island over here along those areas I just showed you. So I'm going to continue to run the rain. It's raining, it's pouring, the Canberra fallout's boring to talk about every day. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to hold the Tourette's at bay. It's not easy. When they're Canberra, the Pissant Bay over there. Look at the Peninsula is getting a big batch. A bit of action today for you guys. Going to get a little thunder, I think, up there the farther north you go. You see that thing? It's like 6 hours of this one cell just camping over the valley over here. That's over a centimeter and a half an hour. You're going to get buckets. That's buckets coming on. That's Thursday overnight. Yeah, this is a bad thing. Because you got like almost 20 hours of just solid whammo. So once it starts bad, stay home. If your power goes out, you'll be okay. Go to sleep, play some cards, make some love. Have a campfire outside in the wet. I don't know what to tell you to do. All I want you to do is be safe. And be you, be free, be oneness. Write a poem. I don't know. Paint. Why, that's bad. I'm looking at this tendril parking over the top here. And it's just sitting because of the sticky up bits. Yeah, so that means the wind coming in here is going to do a move. And it's going to back the water up against these, and it's all going to run. Man, is this creek going to flood quick, fast, and high? But if you're along this area here, you still got a little time to evacuate yourself the fuck out of there. And I think I would if I was some of y'all. Get out. Okay, I've said it. That'll just run through here. I'm more worried about them over there with the cockeye weather coming. Yeah, this sticky up bits is going to run this water right down this creek here. Right down this creek. That lake, is the dam going to handle it? If the dam broke, the whole town would go south. Oh, my. Yeah, these places like this where it rounds the corner in Matai, Nelson East, you guys going to have some problems. Right down Bridge Street. Yeah, I think you're going to have some big flash flood going down toward Port Nelson that's slated for some Agenda 2030 smartening up and a little bit of Klaus money just getting poured over him. So, right, that's going to take you through. We're almost to Saturday now, your time. And when it gets to my midnight hour, you're into Saturday. The thumb is getting wet. It's starting to fuck off. And you get the back tendril. There's usually almost always a back one. And that's going to bring some cold air with it. Some welcoming winter weather for some. I imagine the leaf changes will look nice if the fingers of the wind don't strip the leaves off. And next time. And here's another patch coming for you Sunday. See, sudden formation of a low. And again, a pinpoint smack right on Takaka, Collinwood, and then Richmond Nelson. So it looks like it's your turn. And over the next 5-6 days, you guys are copping a shed load of water. And don't let anybody tell you this could not be predicted, because I warned you days ago. I warned you days ago it's going to get bad. And I just showed you it's going to get bad. Geoengineering is bad. You guys sprayed really fucking bad. I can hardly see the island at all over here. It's just covered in chem, covered in crap, covered in filth, covered in agendized, nanoparticulated depopulation ingredients for your breakfast cereal fallout. Yep, it's in your milk, it's in your grain, it's in your organic garden, it's in your brain. Boom. That's not even going all the way around with the storm, is it? It's just stopping in that one spot, just puffing away. Something to chem bomb cruisers out here. Sharpen up my skies. Skyria, Skyria. You want to see some Skyria? Look over here. Skyria all over you all. Get a big short-ass mess here going over the bottom over Melbourne over here. Or is everybody in Frankston breathing out at once? There big old ice hits. I do not know. Wow, look at that crap over Tasmaniacal area down there. What a shame, what a shame. Right. Like bugs you've been sprayed, and here comes your wetnesses, and she's coming out this way, because you could tell by all these chem they've sprayed that you about to get wet. Look at this over here, Rocky. They ain't done with you guys yet. The Sky Shark mobiles are out there today. Yep. Flacking it up. Yuckity yak, chem bomb flack. And then they sprayed your fucking ass, boom, 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 and then the crops will never grow back. Do 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 do. Over salted aluminized soil. Boom, 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 boom. Monsanto sees our sale at the store. Yakety yak. Chem bombs crap. Look at that shit. A big shark going right there. This one's going the other direction. All the wind's blowing that way. They say nope. See, this is geoengineering, and I get to show you guys the wetnesses. Man, this is going to get really electrical. Yeah, it's going to be an electrical day. Of that is obvious. You can see by the deployments how many are going in different directions underneath and over each other. Yeah, making a rudimentary Faraday wheel that can generate static charges and sparks. You see that big tendril coming over the state line there between Charlieville and Coffs? Do not take that lightly today, because I might fall asleep sometime tonight, and you're going to have to watch your radars. And there's going to be some fair tolls going to come quick. There's going to be some flash floods, and oh fucking well, you have been told. But it's Robert's voice. Don't share it. Are you a gatekeeper? Well, yeah, this is it. And this is about Wednesday, Thursday, probably about 3 or 4 in the morning. So you can get a nighttime batch coming over you. Yeah, those are the worst. And that's going to get a bit tornadic, I can tell you that right now. So I'll be listening out for, I should say keeping an eye out for the conditions that indicate that that's about to happen. It's going to come through fair quick. It just parked up here. It's riding at EMF line. It's just not ending up there. You got your totals ain't done, Rocky. Your totals ain't done, Mackay. Your totals ain't done, Townsville. And the chem bombs ain't done. Until we say no more, no more. I'll be praying for a savior in politics when you yourself need to be out there hollering on the streets, pointing at the sky. Even if we sound like idiots, I'd rather sound like an idiot that's correct than know somebody's an idiot quoting some science of a guy that only knew how to make money. Many of us hold the same medical degree as Bill Gates does, right? Which is none. You listen to him. Oh, Big Boomer's going to be coming off the coast there Saturday afternoon, rocking this. You're going to get. Well, the conditions are just absolutely right. If I look at the pressures going across the entire Pacific right now, this is the setup for the long flow. Right, there's almost no break in the flow that's stopping this typical seasonal monsoon. I have to say that, this is always goes this direction, that always goes that direction, and there's always a gap, right? So your direction here, the only diversion in the flow has been here by bringing it in here. See how we do that? You got to know these flows. If you don't know the basic trade winds and how things flow, and a downflow here will turn that. A cross flow will let it go across like it should. So right now you got a flow that's coming this direction and this direction. Yeah? Following me? And it's happening here currently. So you got that, and when they're clashing here, the condensates collide, get big enough to fall. And this is a long setup. This is at the end of the 2-week period. If you look, the pressure on the last day is, let's see. You're wet all the way through the month. See how they just have to vary the flow by just changing the pressures through the bottom of this area, this Venturi system that's Vanuatu and New Caledonia. So by slanting the EMF just slightly, bringing in flows in just right, they just curve it, all this flow even from Sumatra and all this right in over the top of you. And it's not ending. So with a flow like this on the 15th, it's fair to say the whole month is monsoony. And the volatility is going to continue. And as the cold air mixes in more from the wintertime dynamics from Antarctica coming up through the Great Australian Nam Nam, it's the wetness, the thunderstorms, the mold growth, the nonstop what the fuck of it all, and no rest for me. And that's like halfway through the month showing big problems again, because the volatility says so, the pressure says so, the geoengineers have spoken, the beams that caused that square in that storm is right here, coming down your coast. And this is how they'll divert the moisture right here. See that lane under Rocky right here? This is why you got quite a few days of wet coming. Right there. Scalar square. That's what I wanted to show and what I wanted to say. And I believe I showed you fair totals. I am tired of doing weather. That was a bad day. Look. It's like it's a 24-hour total. So let's get you back to what's going on right now. Yeah, the next 24 hours, the big swath comes through. I think you're going to see 15 to 20 centimeters through this swath in here. 7 to 10 centimeters through the northern rivers with big batches going between Bondola just south of Moolumbai there. Stoker's going to be stoking. Nimbin, bada bing, mang, bong, Kyogle, and all that. And I have no doubt that Doubtful Creek will be flowing. I think those totals are a little too low. So keep your heads up. Don't get caught in the low areas. If you can avoid travel today, I suggest you do it along those corridors. If you're trying to get back from Canberra right now, hold tight. Sit tight for a day. All right. Big love. Stay safe. Peace.